Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Never Ending Backlog. I'm your host, Zach, and today we are playing Californium. Oh, that's going to be a hard one to say. I will butcher that a few times. Released in 2016 by Darjeeling, Nova Production, and ARTE France, or ARTE France. Responsible for Labyrinth City, Typewriter, which I've played a few times, which I enjoyed, Battle Scar, and Bury Me, My Love, which I've heard good things about. Publisher is also ARTE France. The reviews were mostly positive with 153 reviews, and the current price is $1.39 with an MSRP of $6.99. But yeah, so this is an adventure, casual, indie simulation game, and it's about 1 gigabyte total. I did have some more issues once again, so from now on, basically what I do is I push Control Alt S, and that disables NVIDIA surround mode entirely. So it basically is like a 1920 by 1080, 1920 by 1080, 1920 by 1080, and then my snowblind case is like a 1024 by 768 rotated. So it's a little bit different there. Seems to work much better this way. It's kind of a pain that I can't keep NVIDIA surround. So you might be wondering, like, well, yeah, it's one giant monitor. That is true, except there's an application that I use called Start Is Back. It's a Russian application that's out there that basically pushes your start menu and everything to the center screen rather than all three of them. And then it also kind of organizes it because for those that aren't aware, if you run NVIDIA Surround, it creates all three monitors or however many monitors you have as one giant monitor. So then it creates it, like I said, it creates like a giant monitor. So therefore, the start menu runs along the entire bottom of all three. So all the way in the far left corner will be your start button. All the way in the far right corner will be the sound and audio. So kind of a pain. Start Is Back. It definitely fixes that. The downside is every time NVIDIA has a new update, which is every day, that conflicts with Start Is Back, and it takes a few days for Start Is Back to come up with a better update as well. So it's kind of a frustrating experience. It is what it is. Disabling in this, like I said, definitely made it easier. With this game specifically, it forced the 5760 by 1080 resolution, so it's super wide. It would have looked just fine. Downside is, though, is when I tried to go into windowed mode, which it does support, it basically forces it off the screen a little bit, and you can't drag it because it's a windowed borderless mode, so there's nothing to grab to like drag it back over where you want it. And I tried all the things like the Windows button, shift and down, and it really just messed up everything. So this was the easiest solution. Once again, it's amazing how many games now support or at least work somewhat natively with NVIDIA Surround when they weren't last season. So, oh well, it is what it is. But anyway, this is an adventure kind of game. I did see in the controls WSAD moves around, so it's not entirely a point-and-click adventure game, which is good to see. And yeah, so I don't remember when I got this. I must have gotten this recently in a bundle, simply just because this came before the Call of Duty games that we've already reviewed. So it must have been newer. I don't remember purchasing it. That's a problem. Couple little high notes, though, before we kind of get into the review. If you go to neverendingbacklog.com, the website, I did add an archive page on there so you can see all the games we reviewed. I am also added a search widget right on the main homepage, so it's a little bit further down, right below the fold. And basically, you can search for anything. You can search for RPG, a specific game name, all these different things, and it'll pull up the results to the actual episodes. So that's cool. They are all hosted on YouTube, so that's good there. I think that's pretty much it. Another, I guess, 2 more things. Hopefully doing some interviews here soon, so we'll have some more giveaways, so that'll be a really good time. And then also, the last thing is I am actually starting an online store on neverendingbacklog.com, so it's going to be hosted through Squarespace and my PayPal account and all that good stuff. And rather than swag and all that stuff, I'm not really getting into that. I will be selling extra backlog games because, as you can see here, a lot of games here, and then actually there's a few more shelves over here as well. All of those, I have quite a few duplicates. So, I was looking through and I was like, I don't need duplicates of some of these games. Some of them are rare. Some of them are absolutely not rare. I am not going to go off super high eBay prices. I'll probably price them a little bit below. I am going to do like a $3.50 flat rate shipping per item, and then I'll add like $1 or so on for any additional game you want to buy. I was adding a few of them. So like Star Wars Empire at War, I have 5 copies of it. It's going to go cheap. Battlefield Bad Company 2, it's going to go cheap. So keep an eye out if you want some PC games. I will add some console games. The big thing about me, just so you know, is beyond buying bundles on Humble Bundle and Indie Gala and Bundle Stars, I also buy them when I go on eBay. So I might be like, oh, I want these 3 or 4 box games, and they come in this pack of 20 games, but I already have 8 or 9 of them. So then the 8 or 9, I'm going to start just letting go. So that way I'm not just having duplicates. Because like I said, I have like Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth, which I know is a little bit more of a rare game or harder to find. I have a few copies of that, and I don't need them. And I know there are a lot of people that really love that game and would love to get their chance to be able to actually own one without paying eBay like $100 or $200, which is just crazy. It's a game. Like, calm down, people. You know, props for you guys for actually wanting to buy it rather than just stealing it. It's a great game. It deserves to be supported, even if the developers kind of abandoned it. Yeah. But so look forward to that. That store will be up here. I'm working on it here. It's new for me. I've never done it. I will try my hardest. If you live in Michigan, there's going to be a 6% sales tax. Obviously, you have to claim all that stuff and all that good jazz. So like I said, this is new for me. So stay tuned. I'll keep you apprised in future episodes. And yeah, let's close out this first week, full week of the Never Ending Backlog, the new format. Hopefully you guys are all enjoying it. I know I'm getting quite a few more viewers than I was and a lot more social shares, so I really do appreciate it, especially the developers. All the developers have been really doing it. So I really do appreciate it. I enjoy reviewing your guys' games. I'm glad to get this off my backlog. So I think today we're at 66 games total off my backlog. So that's a pretty cool accomplishment. And keep on chucking away. I think I got over 3,000, so got some time. So anyway, Californium. Oh my gosh, Californium. Yep. It's basically an element. It is an element. I looked for that. When I was trying to find screenshots for this game, I typed it up and I was like, oh, it's an element. And then I had to type game afterwards to get the results that I wanted to. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so let me get this stuff all going. Get the audio and stuff set up properly. Okay. And let's switch over to game. All right. Go to new game. Yeah, I don't have an old game, so. You dick. And it looks like you dick driving. Cool. Audio should be getting picked up from the game. Not 100% sure. I did have to mute it just because it was running in the background. I didn't want to start the game from scratch, so we'll see. I have to type this. Oh, this is so cool. I like the interactive part. But I want to actually type the grammar in too. Alright, so it doesn't sound like the audio is working. Let me see if I can get audio to work here. I just can't win, everybody. Alright, well, let me drop out of the game real quick. We will troubleshoot this real quick. Let me switch back to my face. You can see me hard at work as I'm trying to figure this out. Loading the exit screen. Oh, of course, now it works. Well, I'm glad it did. Alright. New game. Yep. Alright. Typing simulator. It's like typewriter all over again. If you've ever played typewriter, it's a very fun game. I like any games that you actually have to type. I like Typing of the Dad. Yeah, they're all good stuff. Oh, they didn't require me to use caps. That scared the junk out of me. Sticks! Erica, Mr. If I see that it's blocking off too much of the screen, I will turn off the camera portion. But for right now, I'm just going to keep it running so you guys can see my expression. I like the graphics. This is cool. It's kind of like an old school 90s adventure looking game. I really like the fact that they actually show me the controls live on screen. That's really nice. Like, rather than just tell me one at a time, this is nice. Shift is run. Okay. Left mouse button is engage. Don't engage much. I noticed this company has made VR games, which this does remind me like it should be a VR game. It might be a VR game, and I'm just not aware of it. The winter clothes. Cool. 1965. All right. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Nice animations there. That's nice. So I really can't engage with much yet. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be able to or if I'm just pushing all the wrong buttons. We'll find out right now. Elvin. For years now, ever since we lost our little Alice, I've shared my life with a stranger consumed by grief. Where did your dreams go? What happened to the Elvin Green who wanted to offer his wonderful stories to the world? I'm leaving to escape the madness that is slowly killing you before it destroys me too. I'm leaving so that I fight my own battles. I would have loved to have you by my side. Good luck, Elvin. T. Alright. Oh. That's pretty. I like the colors. Smoking kills. I have no reflection. Oh. Oh. Nice.
Hello, you've reached 415-612-1928. Leave a message.
I wonder if people have actually tried calling that.
Hey, buddy, it's Don. I've been trying to reach you for 2 weeks now. I'm still waiting on your copy for the radio ads. The campaign launches at the end of the month, and the clients want me to fire you to get your ass over to Weird Worlds on the double.
Sorry for the language again. I'm going to stop apologizing because eventually I think all my games have foul language, or at least language that YouTube probably would not be so proud of. Cool. So it sounds like I'm some type of an advertisement writer, which is cool, considering that's not too far off from my actual life. I love... This part's different than my real life. Like I'm drugged or something. Oh, TV's on. Yeah, poltergeist stuff. Seriously, that's nice graphics. Look how it just reflects off stuff. It's very actual. It's nice. I like it. I like that chair too. It's a nice Herman Miller chair. That's nice.
It looks like it's the end of the line for you, Mr. Green. Incurable writer's block.
Oh.
A brain corroded by mind-bending drugs and dime store alcohol. The woman of your dreams and your little girl, no more than distant memories. Who'd want to live such a nightmare?
Six. It's an interesting apartment if you actually look at it. If you think about an apartment, it's very open. Like a, like an office building. All right. Oh, what am I doing? All right. I ain't gonna lie, everybody. I'm not a big fan of these type of puzzle games, but I am digging this. Weird. cool. Yep, there's no one. Two sinks now. Winning. Alright. Oh. So distance plays a role in this. Okay. Hello, Abe. California. At the beach. Oh, I see you. I like the finding kind of. Oh, I was gonna say, it's like nothing popped up here. Like the searching for the clues at different like lengths and distances. That's pretty cool. It's definitely different. The interesting thing is they actually are moving too. Like, look at the thing. You can see like the circle getting bigger. It's interesting. There's something outside. Cow. Oh. Change from 6 to 1. Why did I click? 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't click 5 things, I don't think, have I? Remember if I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did. So there's still one more left that I'm assuming. That would make sense. So it's kind of like a countdown. Or like this thing kept flickering a little bit, maybe not. See it great. It's just this artifact from the game. I think this room should have something, just because I haven't been in this room yet. I can't jump. Oh. See you, glitch. Oh, yeah. Yes! Wow.
Oh, congratulations, Mr. Green.
Thank you.
It looks like you can achieve something after all.
Oh.
How touching. But this is just the first step. Writing is a solitary vice. Are you ready to face the outside world?
Yes, I am. That's cool. Bye, TV. Oh, door opened up. That's nice. Hello.
There you are, Green. Not only do you owe me 5 months' rent, and you don't even bother to answer my letters anymore. I can barely get by on my small pension. I have no choice but to evict you. How you look like a bum. Get off the drugs and find a real job, Green.
Wow. So rude. So the characters, there's a Oh gosh, it's gonna drive me crazy until I remember the name of this game. It is a roguelike space shooter that I play on Steam a lot. Well, I used to play on Steam a lot, and I always get confused with another game. It's not. I will try to remember it after this. I will try. It's a space roguelike shooter game. It's not the one that Humble Bundle made, the bastard game. It's the other one. It's I will try to remember. Highly recommend it though. It's really good. How many are here? Five. Alright. Maybe I gotta look up here for something. Oh. Oh, yeah. See you. Oh, dope in the van.
I gotta tell you
Whoa.
about my trip to the Red Planet. It was nighttime in the Celestial Dome, my friends.
It's a big circle. Can't walk past it anyway, but so cool. Oh, an old cool classic car. We can get hit by a car. What do you think? Think the game will let me get hit by a car? Oh no. Nope. No. Nice.
Hey man, you going to weird worlds? You write sci-fi?
You.
Sure takes imagination. I'll get you to read a short story of mine. It's about this dog and he thinks garbage men are aliens. Maybe you could talk to Don about it? I heard him yelling earlier. He was going berserk, baby. The guy seems like a real hot ass.
I hear another TV though. Which leads me to believe I will be unlocking more here shortly. Oh no. Yep, what's in there? Wonder if this door opens up next. Probably. Oh. Oh, it's inside my house. Oh. Whoa. That was trippy. Granted, everything in this game so far has been. So that must be the barrier where I can't walk any farther. Yep. Alright. Alright. I know where to go. Brakes on those cars though. I'll tell you what. Oh. Not Willie's. Wow. I would say I feel like there's gotta be one by my old building, but there already is. Like, excuse you. Gotta be over here somewhere. You in here? Down here seems. Oh,
Hey, I'm still waiting on your first novel. You know, I've always been there for you, but I'm through with giving you advances to sit around all day sinking deeper into depression.
That's Bob Ross yelling
I'd
at me.
rather remain good friends and let you find another publisher. Look at me, Mr. Nice Guy, hooking you up with advertising gigs, but you can't even write those. The radio ads for the astronaut Patty dolls? Nothing. The ones for Love Lax laxatives? Nada. And me? I have to refund the clients. Sorry, pal. But you're a writer who doesn't write. Too bad. Sci-fi is cool. Like that guy from San Rafael who wrote that novel about the freaks who live on Mars. I didn't get all of it, but the guy tripped me out. That's the kind of stuff I'd like to publish and freak out.
Interesting. Wait. Oh no. I didn't get the other one yet. I'm not ready. Where's this one? 4. Oh. Gotcha. Ha. What is going on?
The TV's talking to you? Elvin, you're freaking me out. Are you high or what?
That I'm aware of. The Great Abe. Abraham Lincoln has something to do with this. Driving Bebop. Disney Park. Is that here? Hey, there's a person there. There's a person in there the first time I walked past her. I saw the TV in there. Alright, everybody. One more. Ha! Should have known. Hidden.
Well, our illustrious writer has discovered a taste for multiple realities.
Taking the soundtrack too. That's nice. Great Abe by Elvin Green. Tomb 2, Weird World Publishing. Tomb 1. Oh, hey.
Namaste, Elvin. Some
Namaste.
guy from Narc Squad was grilling me all morning. He wanted to know who was dealing Crystal 8 in the neighborhood. So I said, why, you want some? No, but that racist asshole smacked me in the face. How's Daya doing? She never come by for the albums she ordered. I got a ton of new stuff in. Hendrix, The Who. Let's hope they release a recording from the Monterey Festival. Ravi Shankar blew everyone away. Need to hear that. It's a perfect, exotic, psychedelic music. It opens up your chakras.
Nice. I love open chakras. Excuse me. Thank you.
I heard sweet old Mrs. Reagan is real mad at you.
Yep. She is not happy with me. Oh, the store's open up.
Well, hello there, young man. A novelist friend of mine told me a good story. Friends gather for a dinner party. They start by having drinks. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, the host has left out a beautiful 7-pound fish ready to bake. Everyone gets a little tipsy, and when the woman goes, it's gone! But the family cat licking his chops. Where did the fish? Then they have a great idea. They all go to the bathroom and put the cat on the scales. Lay there. Now everyone's relieved to find this rat until... But where did the cat go? You could call it Schrodinger's fish, don't you think? Have a good day.
Clever.
Hey, Elvin! Good to see
Stavros.
you again. So, you're to pay for Stavros' bro. The police are everywhere with that Chris is in the way of business, except for 2 local hippies. Some guy from the Narc Squad came by, all in black, like a crow, a tough guy. He was like something from that TV. He asked about what's Elvin, right? How does Elvin... He asked about Thea, too. She communist? She running with the Black Panther? What does Stavros know? Scata, he never knew there was a communist party in America. Fuck, man, I sure hope my number don't
language,
come up.
sir.
No way I'm gonna get my skin full of lead and nam. That happens,
Oh, Canada. What do we got here? What do we got? 5. What? I just saw it. Well, that's focus. Oh. Cool stuff, man. I tell you what. I really go upstairs. Two more. Unless it waits till they're done. Oh, one more. Yep. Okay. I really like the way the characters look too. Pretty cool. Gotta be something back here, right? Oh yeah, look at this. Definitely an anomaly. I don't know. But anyway, it's a good time to save it. So we'll save it. We'll call it good. I actually probably will play this more because I've actually kind of enjoyed this. Let me see if I can save this first. Assuming I can. We're just going to do this real quick. The game will load the state next time you select stream. Oh, yeah. Alright, that's fine. Alrighty. So that was an interesting experience. So that was Californium, an adventure simulator. Definitely kind of a point and click. It's actually more of an I Spy type of game, which I like that. Seemed pretty cool actually. I would definitely will play it some more. Like I said, I don't know where I got this from. I think it was from a bundle store that I recently purchased. And it was one of the ones where it's like, choose 6 games, and this one had pretty good reviews, so I chose this one, and it looked kind of interesting. It's also one I did not have yet. So yeah, pretty cool. And like I said, it's only $1.39. I think the graphics are awesome, and the audio is good. The controls are, I had no issues with the controls at all. I'm intrigued to know what the storyline is. It seems like I'm some doped up sci-fi writer and in a writer's block, and I'm going crazy. Sounds great. So I will definitely play it some more. Yeah, I think that was pretty fun. It's a great way to end the week. Something new, something different, something I've never played before, and it's pretty fun. So thank you, Backloggers, for joining us. We are 66 games down. I will probably return on. Monday. I don't think I'm going to do any live streaming this weekend. I'm going to probably do that next weekend. Is what my goal is trying to. Just depending on what other plans I have going on the weekend. But we'll just keep on knocking out the backlogs. So keep an eye out for the store on the website. Play around on the website. If there's anything you want to see on there, just let me know. I am going to try to add some shareware games and stuff like that. That's all open to the public now. You can share it legally. So I'm going to do some of that type of stuff as well, so we can get some old school demos like the ones I like to play. And yeah, so we'll be back with the letter D. Which, you know what? I'm just going to find out for you right now. See what game is next. What's next week? Monday, we will be playing. Bear with me here. I've already done Daikatana. Dark Ages. I don't think we've played. Oh, yes, we have. Never mind. 68 minutes. We've played it. So that is Darkfall then. And I think I actually played these. Or I haven't played these ones. I've heard of these ones. Those are the adventure games by THQ Nordic. So it's a Myst-style horror adventure game. Bring fear into your heart, according to the description in the store. So looks fun. Something I've never played before. Maybe we'll try to play it through all of them. I'm creating a backlog of games that I need to return to now. Obviously, I want to play Californium all the way through, and I would like to play A Bard's Tale. So those are both on my backlog to beat now. So it's gonna keep on growing. So anyway, thank you for joining me today. Have a great weekend, everybody. I will see you on Monday. we will play the scary Darkfall. So have a great time.